Hi, it's Jimmy from Alcatrazz, telling stories. Bob Kulick, the guitar player who was on our last record, actually wrote a couple of things with us on Born Innocent. Bob, really great friend, and we worked together for years, and we had a band called Blackthorn. Bob and I used to hang out. Our regular thing was every Wednesday or Thursday night, we'd go to the Rainbow and have a couple of beers, and we'd always run into really cool people there. 𝐉𝐢𝐦𝐸 was there all the time, so I played some video games with 𝐉𝐢𝐸, and we'd hang out, and he was a really cool guy. And anyway, it was just a fun thing, and during the week, the Rainbow was a little bit more low-keyed, so there weren't so many people there. So one night, Bob and I are standing at the bar, facing the front door of the club, looking out the front door of the club, and a white limousine pulls up, and Vinnie Paul, the drummer from Pantera, gets out and starts coming through the door. And Bob goes, "Oh, that's Vinnie Paul. I know him, you know, and I'm a big Pantera fan, blah, blah, blah." And I was a Pantera fan as well. I never met any of those guys, but loved their records. So anyway, Vinnie Paul's coming in. Bob starts to put out his hand to shake his hand. Vinnie Paul comes straight to me and says, "Jimmy from Alcatrazz." He goes, "Man, I love your band. You guys are great. A big influence on my band back in Texas after No Parole came out." And he's talking to me, and then he says hello to Bob, you know, but he really wanted to talk about Alcatrazz. I don't think he even really knew at the time about Blackthorn. Fair enough. And but Bob was frustrated because Vinnie came over to me. I'd never met the guy, and super nice guy, and it was great. But he came over and he was just all about Alcatrazz. Loved No Parole from rock and roll, and he loved Yngwie's guitar playing, obviously, and he loved everybody on that record. And he said it had a big influence on Pantera's music in the beginning, so which I took as a huge compliment because I loved Pantera. Anyway, that was pretty funny though, because Bob was a little bit, Bob was sure that Vinnie was going to come over to him and be all over him about being Bob Kulick. So anyway, we had a laugh. Bob and I and Vinnie had a laugh about it. It was pretty funny.